All right, guys, we are here fresh after UFC 287, man. Great fight in the books, man. Great knockouts, great memories, right? But forget all that. Let's get into what we need to get into. Now, there's fights that need to be made after UFC 287, man. So I'm going to do some fight picks that I want to see personally, maybe casuals out there, fellow casuals. And yeah, we'll see if this goes over well, man. But we're going to kick it off, all right? First fight I do want to see. All right, hold on. Here we go. First fight I want to see is Ignacio Hernandez versus Alex Hernandez. Okay. Now these fighters don't have any fights booked as I know of. Ignacio's coming off a great win. He's very durable, very tough. They're about similar in age. Ignacio's a little taller, as you can see. Yeah, I mean, both have 14 wins. They both have some losses, man. I feel like this will be a great fight for Ignacio, boost him up into the rankings. I feel like it'll be pretty good for him, especially Alex the Great. I don't know if he wants to take a step down as far as rankings, because all these guys fight, they like to go up on rankings. But nonetheless, I think it'll be a great fight versus a rising prospect, and that can also be beneficial towards Alex in a way, beating these young up-and-comers, man. So that's a fight I really want booked. That's a fight I really want to see. All right. That's a fight that needs to be made. All right. That could bring fireworks. Any card in the future would be great. All right. Now, moving along. All right. Because I couldn't leave the women out. So I had to. All right. Fresh off her loss. I feel like she won just to me, but Michelle Waterson Gomez, amazing fighter. I still feel like she won last Saturday, even though she lost. But I still want to see her again. Get right back in there. She took no damage, really. She had a great... those teep kicks were crazy, right? The teep kicks were absolutely crazy. Now, to me, I feel like she should go in there versus Tabitha, the baby shark Richie, all right? The baby shark. Now, I feel like, I said this before in the previous video, that Tabitha Richie, she doesn't really fight a lot. But I feel like this could be great for Michelle Waterson, somebody who's, I feel like after this loss, Michelle needs somebody she could pounce on, somebody she could get right back in the groove, man. And no other than Tabitha Richie, who just fought March 4th, and she had her armbar finish against Jessica Penne. But I feel like getting her right back in there with Michelle Waterson, man. I really like this fight. I hope it does happen, man. As you can see right now, they're pretty much even, right? Pretty much even. Besides age, they're pretty much even with it, right? To get her right back in there with Michelle Waterson and Tabitha Richie, man. I really want to see that fight go down. These fights, they don't have any fights booked yet, so hopefully they do book this. This will be a great fight for these girls. Not like these snooze fests they've been putting on lately, but these girls will get after it. These girls will go try to get a finish at least. All right, especially Michelle, because she tries all the time to get a finish. All right, moving along. For our next bout, I want to see, to be honest, all right, this one's gonna be a shocker, right? It's gonna be a shocker. Kevin Holland, all right, Kevin Holland. He won his fight with against Ponzinibbio, via TKO, man. Amazing performance, man. Kevin Holland needs to get right back in there with Michael Chiesa, all right? Michael Chiesa was supposed to fight Li Jiang, the Leech. He was supposed to fight the Leech, but the Leech had an undisclosed injury. I don't know what happened, but that fight would have been great, right? Instead of rebooking that, because we don't know what the injury was, I say you go get Michael Chiesa and Kevin Holland, man. That would be a great fight, all right? They're both tall, rangy. You know how Kevin Holland brings it. He's unorthodox, and he's wild in there. And unorthodox measure, it kind of is Michael Chiesa, man. You don't know what he's going to do. Some either submissions or whether he's going to try to do some, stand up. You don't know. And I like Michael Chiesa. I like his fighting. I really think he's very clutch. He squeaks out these wins, and I feel like this will be great for him. After he's been out for 2 years, so I mean that Li Jiang fight was going to be good for Michael Chiesa, but this could be even better versus somebody who's not only ranked but versus Kevin Holland, who has that star power quality. So I feel like getting these two in there, mixing it up, will be a great welterweight bout. All right, they need to book this. This fight needs to happen, man. I want to see this fight. What about y'all, man? Let me know what you guys think of this fight right here, man. I like this fight right here, man. Tell the tape, okay? Kevin Holland versus Michael Chiesa, all right? Now, Moving along, man. We got a middleweight bout between Kelvin Gastelum. Now, he won his fight versus Chris Curtis, which I still think is kind of like, it could have went either way. Honestly, I still feel like Chris lost the round because he got headbutted, and Kelvin capitalized on that, but that's neither here nor there. Kelvin Gastelum won. He needed this win. He absolutely needed that win this past Saturday. So we'll get him right back in there with Sean Strickland, okay? Sean Strickland's been itching for a fight. He's been begging for a fight. He's thinking of moving up to light heavyweight because he's looking for a fight. The guy stays in the gym. He stays active. He really wants to go out there and get it done. So why not gift him Kelvin Gastelum, all right? The guy takes massive damage. I mean, massive damage. He takes so much damage, but he can dish it out equally too. So that fight could be booked. That would be a fighter's dream. Kelvin just coming forward. Sean just putting out output and back and forth. I can see somebody getting dropped. I don't think this is going to be unanimous. That's why I want this on a fight card. I don't know, International Fight Week, maybe the June card. I don't know, but please, for the life, book this fan favorite fight, all right? This right here. Now, I don't think they have anything booked. I'm just guessing. If they do, let me know in the comment section. If they have something booked, just let me know. But I want this fight booked. Kelvin Gastelum versus Sean Strickland, all right? Now, moving along. We ain't over. Now, I got something for Chris Curtis, because I really felt like he got cheated out of here. Got headbutted accidentally, and, he lost. Not cool, right? So we're going to get Chris Curtis back in there with Joey Pyfer, okay? Joey Pyfer. Now, Joey Pyfer just had an amazing knockout, right? TKO flatline, right? Against GM3. So why not get Joey Pyfer in there? Test him out this time. I think he's a big guy. He has heavy hands, good punching power. Let's test him out. Please, let's test him out. I'm all for it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm all for it. I feel like the height could be great for him. He does. I don't say he has they don't have a reach advantage. They have the same reach, so it could be great. That is gonna be a brawler's dream. Just swinging leather back and forth. And I know Chris is gonna be coming in so hungry. He's gonna be so pissed because he lost that fight with Kelvin. He's gonna come in like a madman. More technique, more technical, more poised, and more dangerous. I really want to see this fight. This fight needs to go down. Joey Pyfer and Chris Curtis, man. Come on, man. Who doesn't want to see that? I do. I know y'all do. I know my casuals want to see that. Let's get it going, man. All right, moving along. Another fight I would want to see on this card is Rob Font. Rob Font won this Saturday via TKO. He dropped Adrian Yanez, man, which we all knew something was going to happen. We knew somebody was going to get dropped. I did not pick him. I should have picked him. But crafty veteran gets done. Nonetheless, he should be going back in there with Dominic Cruz, the former champion, okay? The big guy, the former champion, Mr. No Get Hit. He should be getting in there with him, mixing it up. This is Dom's last few years of being active. I feel like, Dom needs this as much as anything. And this could be a great fight for Dom. If he does win, if he does beat Rob, this would be a great fight for Dominic Cruz, man. Be a great fight. I would really want to see this fight. Rob Font versus Dominic Cruz, man. This would be a great fight. They're both old, crafty veterans. Of course, former champion in Dominic Cruz himself. He's hard to hit versus the person who hits hard. I'm telling you, and you could sell that right there as it is. But this fight, I want this fight. I really want this fight. Dom's really hard to hit, really hard to time, and then you got somebody like who's just knocking people out left and right like Rob Font. This has fireworks all over it, right? Now this could play out two different ways, man. Dom could get stretched if his stuff is glass, or he can come out, squeak out a unanimous decision. Either way, I'm up for the fight. I really do want to see this fight for Dom and a fight for Rob, right? Now, let's keep it going, man. Moving along. We have another welterweight bout. Now, this welterweight bout, I feel like just real quick. Now, I know Gilbert, he's been told by the UFC, because, he just won his fight versus Jorge Masvidal, retired Jorge Masvidal, believe that or not. But I feel like Gilbert needs to go in there with Bilal. Bilal Muhammad and Gilbert need to fight, and they need to fight each other. Now, I know Bilal's won like 9 in a row, and he's been hammering. He wants the title shot. It's not fair. This unfair practices, all that good stuff, right? Life ain't fair. But the fair thing is, though, Bilal, is we like you as a fighter. We do want to see you fight. So I think down the middle, if you just look at the tail of the tape, look how close and even they are. This could be a good fight, man. This could be a great fight. They both know how to mix it up. Bilal's coming off a TKO, the first of his career. It seems like it. But, also Gilbert is, he found his hands. He's fresh off his, victory against Jorge Masvidal, and he's fresh off that Neo-Magny submission. So I feel like, man, let's get him in there with Bilal Muhammad. Now, I know he's supposed to make weight for the Kobe thing as backup, but you already know Kobe's going to make weight. Why would he waste this opportunity and not make weight? Why would Leon waste this opportunity and not make weight either? Get out of here. I believe this fight should happen. I think Khamzat is booked, so I don't think he's going to fight either gentleman. Plus, I think he's moving up to middleweight, so this will be a great fight for welterweight. Bilal Muhammad and Gilbert Burns, okay? Remember the name. Remember the name of Durinho, all right? We need to put them into, these two need to fight each other, all right? All right, get acquainted, because this is happening. This is definitely happening, all right? This is definitely happening. All right, moving along, man. Last but not least, man, the number one fight I do want to see after all this is done, after UFC 287, is Israel Adesanya versus Dricus du Plessis, all right? Africans' finest, all right? You got two Africans. Two Africans. Either way, whoever wins, you're going to have an African champion. So I'm happy either way, right? This is going to build the institute in Africa. They're going to build up a whole thing. I heard they're trying to go to Senegal. That's what I heard. Pure Dana White sources. Pure my sources right now. Trying to go to Senegal, which is cool, right? Which is really cool. So that will build something over there in Africa, which will build up an event that can go there. I don't know if it'll headline that quickly, but that'll be nuts. International Fight Week, let's get it going. Adesanya virtually took no damage during his fight at his KO, and Dricus, he's fine, he's good, fresh off his win. So put these two in together. I've heard Izzy wants to fight him anyway, slightly. I mean, Dricus has been saying he's the only pure African, he's the only pure African fighter who still lives, eats, breathes, and shits there. So I really want to see his bragging rights. As far as I'm concerned, this is African bragging rights. Who's the real, true African, right? Is it the rich guy with the servants and the money who moved to New Zealand, to better his life? Or is it the struggling guy who stayed in the slums? I'm just saying, Africa is a rich, rich country. I don't know why we keep steering this narrative that it's poor and stuff. But anyway, I feel like this fight needs to happen. Everyone else is booked. That's the only reason why. I like Alex Pereira, but he needs to take 6 months off anyway via, he just got knocked out. So they're automatically taking 6 months off. I don't want to have Izzy wait 6 months plus another 2 for a training camp. No. 8 months just to fight again? No. Get him in there with Dricus. Maybe he can knock him out quickly. Then we can talk about that Alex, rubber match. All right? But these are the fights that I want to see, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm really interested. Hit that like button and subscribe, please. I'm trying to get 100, man. I'm trying to get 100. I'm grinding out here, all right? I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next episode, all right? See ya.